You live from Premier Group Real here at 801 North Main Street, Suite D in Andrews, helping to make home a reality for you and for your family. It is Premier Group Real. Well, we've got coaches' comments here this morning. Jeff Chapman, along with myself, Gerald Reed. Of course, Jeff, Senior Vice President, National Bank of Andrews. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Gerald. How are you this morning?
Good.
Good.
We also have with us Dimitri Figueroa here on my left, who is the voice of Mustang football. Good morning, Dimitri.
Good morning.
Got Coach Tom Harvey here with us, head football coach for the Mustangs. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Down at the end of the table this morning, Athletic Director Jamie Boswell, all the way to the end. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Go NBAs.
Yeah, we put him on the end this morning. He's always on the end, though.
He's always on the end, isn't he? Coach's comments presented this morning by Mike Sanchez of Texas Computer Solutions. Dimitri will talk with Coach in a moment.
There you go, fellas.
No. Sorry, Mr. Leach. We're on the radio. I'll have to call you back.
Unless he wants to be on the radio.
Bye.
He's in Kansas.
Kansas.
His kids playing.
We went up to Kansas for a
Yeah.
visit for Dalen. And that Dodge City, you know much about
Yeah,
that?
I do.
It's a good.
Good baseball place.
Yeah, the whole program seemed pretty good. But
Yeah,
Here we go. And now to talk with Coach Tom Harvey, here's Dimitri Figueroa.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
On a Thursday today, we got a game against Pecos, a district game, second district game.
Yeah.
Last week we had our first district game, come out with a huge win,
Yeah.
much needed huge win, right?
Yeah. It was-
Yeah.
We needed it.
Against Big Spring, I sent 71-14, put up 71 points. You should have saw the smile on the kids' faces. They were coming
Right.
off the field. They almost something off their shoulders, right?
Right. I think it felt like they got a monkey off their back. What they did is they got healthy and got to have an open week, and they came out firing on all cylinders. And, total effort.
Yeah.
Pretty proud of them.
Yeah, they did. The offense looked good, got rolling. Jay Sean still kind of maybe favoring his leg a little bit,
Yeah.
but he was back on track. I think we racked up, I don't know how many yards.
Right. We pulled him at halftime, basically just let him continue to get better. It's not an overnight deal when you tweak a hamstring. You're right. He was missing a little bit of burst. There were a couple of runs there where he would have pulled away and taken them to the house
Right.
if he'd have been healthy, but that's okay. It was good to have him back, and he's a little healthier this week. I wouldn't say he's 100%, but he's a little healthier this week than he was last week.
Yeah, and then speaking on that offense, our sonic player of the game was Cade Adams, who 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
Right, and we, that's something that's not normal that
Right.
we've seen this year. Did y'all do something different, maybe, or just maybe give him a little more time, or would y'all?
Well, we've been working on the passing game, and it's more than you see. It's not a guy throwing and a guy catching. I mean, it's the line blocking and getting the protection right and things like that, which is, sometimes that's the biggest challenge of the whole play. But yes, he had a great game. He did a good job leading. He did a good job running the offense. His fakes were the best they've ever been, and he threw the ball really well to
Yep.
a few people.
So flip to the other side, the defense, they pressured Big Spring quarterback all night long. I think 4 interceptions. 3 were ran back for touchdowns, but 2 called back.
Right.
The defense looked probably really best they've looked.
Our defense is really athletic. If people are going to point out that they don't have a lot of size, that's correct. But they are very athletic and they're very fast and they're able to make plays that a lot of kids can't make. And anytime you surrender something, you usually get something on the positive end too. And we surrender size on that side of the ball, but we get back a lot of athleticism, and we were able to capitalize on that this week.
Yep, and then I always talking about the kickoff to some of the people. A lot of times we fair catch it when it's a short kick, but they really enjoyed that. What do y'all call that kickoff return? We used to call it the starburst.
Yeah, it's still called the Starburst.
Okay. Yeah, and that's pretty fun to watch, right?
Right. We hadn't been running it. We've set up for it and things like that, but there's always, we have a certain set of kids with a package of kids that that run that back, and you know, there's always been Raiders been hurt or Jay Sean's been hurt or whatever, but we had them both Friday night and we ran it.
Yeah.
And it was, the kids have fun with it.
So big 71-14 win. What do you take out of that game? You know, you don't want them to relax, and after that, what do you take out of that, and what y'all's message going into this next district game?
Keep your foot on the gas. Keep being who you are. Keep you know, you're not gonna make everybody happy all the time. There's people that you know, still pointing out things we could have done better, and you're not gonna make those people happy. Don't try to make them happy. Just be you and keep playing hard. Hopefully we'll stay healthy and keep getting more healthy than we already are, and just don't slow down.
Yeah, so that was last week's game where the Mustangs go 1-0 in district. After the segment, after this commercial, we'll talk about next week's game against, or this week's, tonight's. Sorry, get a little confused here. Tonight's game against Pecos. So we'll take a break, and you're listening to Coach's Comments, brought to you by Texas Computer Solutions. Yeah, we were talking about that Dodge City. The whole program seemed pretty. We got to watch a little bit of a football game, volleyball game.
Yeah, I've never been there, but I've heard things about it. You know, just
Yeah.
being a coach and kids have gone there. And baseball seems to be the deal. Good place.
Stand by.
And we're back here with Coach Harvey as the head coach of the Mustangs, the 1-0 in district Mustangs. We got Pecos tonight. Pecos, I think they were in a tough battle last week against San Angelo.
Right.
They beat San Angelo, I believe,
They
in
did in
overtime.
overtime.
Yeah. So, what do we know about Pecos? I know I was watching a little bit of their film. They run the spread almost a little bit like Big Spring. Is that what we're about to run into?
They do. Watching them on film, you know, we've seen their film, and it seemed like they pass all the time, but actually when we put all the numbers in the computer and crunched all the numbers, they're 51% pass and 49% run. At the same time, they do throw the ball and catch the ball pretty well.
Okay. Their quarterback, who are we eyeing on their offense? Their quarterback, they got a receiver that we need to kind of keep an eye on.
Yeah, I think it all runs through their quarterback, Colt Salgado. We do have the luxury of having a former Pecos coach on our staff. Coach Whitehead was there for a few years before he was at Greenwood. He knows these kids pretty well, and we had that added advantage of knowing their kids a little bit. And he has been hammering that name home all week. And you know, he's a good kid, by the way. Not only a good athlete, a good kid. Also, you know, number 7, the very dangerous receiver. Their running back's good. They're pretty solid. They're really solid offensively, and defensively they make plays.
They make plays. So their defense, you mentioned their defense. Are they fast, big,
They're big.
athletic? They're big. They've
They're-
always had size for some reason.
Right, and I
Pecos.
don't know why they have size,
Yeah.
and nobody else seems to, but
Yeah,
they
you're
do
right.
have size, and they're physical, and they run to the ball pretty well, and I think they're well coached. You know, I mean, that comes out of the film too, that they actually, you know, work on a scheme and things like that, and they don't change what they do for anybody. They usually stick to what they do, and you know, try to coach hard.
We hadn't played Pecos in a few years, right?
Man, I can't remember the last time we played Pecos on the varsity level. Our juniors played them in middle school. And Coach Whitehead was over there. He wasn't in the junior high, but he was over there when that game occurred. And I don't know if the sophomores played them or whatever, but we played them as sub-varsity. We hadn't played them in varsity in a long time.
Yeah.
We usually don't play them unless they're in our district.
I understand. We play them in baseball every year, so these kids do know each other a bit.
Yeah, it's a
so,
district game.
Yeah, in baseball,
And
so.
they've been good before.
So going into tonight's game, you know, we had a big win last week. What we have anything we're looking at injury wise? I know we mentioned Jay Sean's still kind of recovering, but
Right, it's going to take Jay Sean a little
Yeah.
time, you know, and you know, if we get a chance to get him some extra rest this week, we will. He's good enough to play. He just doesn't have that burst that he usually has, but that's okay. He's capable of being a grinder too. So, you know, we threw him the ball last week, which I don't know if you were there or if you saw a replay of it, but the other kid kind of caught the ball. Jay Sean
Yeah.
took it away from him.
Yeah.
So that's Jay Sean. He's kind of what I call a baller. I mean, he just made that play happen. He'll play. We got kids sick. We got kids hacking and coughing and stuff like that. Everybody does this time of year. You know, and Leroy's nursing a little bit of a leg injury, but I think maybe he'll play. So
Okay.
it's good.
Good. Well, good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you.
Let's go get that second district win. So when we come back, we'll be talking to Coach Boswell. You're listening to Coach's Comments brought to you by Texas Computer Solutions.
Good job, y'all.
Yeah, Leroy tweaked a groin muscle in practice the other day. Let's see here.
This game in Pecos tonight.
Yes, that's in Vegas, yeah.
We have a new stadium down there since the last.
Yeah, they do. And we're back here with Coach Boswell, who's a little upset because you're not going to be on the golf course today.
I'm not. Our boys team is traveling to El Paso, and I can't make it.
You can't make that one, but
No.
you do have a lot going on, and you are going to be traveling today, right?
Yes, I am. Traveling to Round Rock to go support our state cross-country runners. They run tomorrow morning at 9:30 and 10.
Good luck to all of them.
So it's going to be a great Friday because we're going to celebrate a victory from tonight. You know, had a lot of action this week. Middle school volleyball finished up the season on Monday. All four teams defeated Fort Stockton at home, so that was good to see. They're already in basketball tryouts, and the kids aren't trying out for basketball. They're already going to off-season, getting ready for track or going to swim. Tuesday, we had a lot of stuff going on. Volleyball was at Monahans, last district game, and our varsity girls defeated Monahans for the first time since 2019
Yeah.
to finish second in district outright. And our girls are playing tonight, as a matter of fact, in Midland against Midland Christian in a warm-up game.
Okay, getting ready for playoffs.
Exactly right. And then the freshman volleyball team won district outright, and they went 33-3 on the season.
Wow. Yeah.
And you have to understand that's pretty phenomenal, considering that quite a few freshmen were playing on the JV and varsity.
So that's not their full squad. So that's
It's not their full squad, so the future is very bright in volleyball.
nice. Who'd you say the volleyball team's going to play in the playoffs?
That's going to be Monday at Lubbock Cooper at 6 p.m. versus a very talented district champion, West Plains.
West Plains.
You know, they split the teams now in the playoffs. The four representatives, the two biggest schools go Division I, and the two smallest schools go Division II.
Is that new this year?
It's new this year
Okay.
for every sport. You know, they already separate the districts in football, so now they're doing that in all the other team sports. So our girls, even though we got second in district overall, we're the second place
Big school.
big school because Greenwood won the district, and they're going number one big school. So, but our girls will be ready. They'll be excited for it. You know, we had a lot of sub-varsity football action on Tuesday as well. The middle schoolers dominated Pecos, the 7th and 8th grade A teams in Pecos. Unfortunately, they didn't have a B team, so trying to get them back up to speed with that. And then our freshman B teamers, they're always playing a little bit bigger schedule, aren't they? Which is good for them.
Yeah.
They played a pretty tough Denver City freshman JV team and got beat. They played well. And then our freshman A team, who's been on a roll recently, they dominated Pecos, as did the JV. So, you know, we're excited about all the stuff going on. Like I said, boys golf is on their way to El Paso. We got cross country going to Round Rock. Got a lot of stuff going on. Swim is rolling. Girls basketball has been practicing. Had a scrimmage over the weekend, so they're excited about it. Boys basketball is practicing. Before you know it, it'll be soccer season.
Yeah, soccer season.
So
That's
just,
new to me. I got a soccer player in the family now, so.
you better get some more clothes. It's
Yes,
gonna be cold.
I know. So, and the band, they're going to competition. Where are they going to be at?
They're gonna be in competition at the area contest to see who gets to go to state Saturday in Amarillo.
In Amarillo.
So, you know, best wishes to the Mighty Mustang Band. We're pulling for you, and if they advance state, that's gonna be at the Alamo Dome
Oh,
in
nice.
San Antonio.
That's
So,
cool.
hopefully they can, compete well and maybe advance. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I watch them every game. They're something else.
Yeah.
They're good.
Very good. We went to the regional contest in Odessa. They did a great job.
Did they? Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And the band, they put in the work.
They do. I mean, it's people don't realize, especially if you have kids in multi activities, maybe practicing football or volleyball, and all of a sudden you're going to be in band practice for a couple hours after that or before that. So those kids are dedicated without a doubt.
And that's really an omen to all our kids and all our athletics, right? They
Exactly
all put in
right.
that work. So,
Yep.
all right. Well, is that all you got?
Yeah. I mean, you're looking good.
I'm looking
You've been
good.
lifting weights.
I've been trying. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
I got to keep up with my kids. so, all right. Well, I appreciate it, Coach Boswell, Coach
All right.
Harvey. Good luck tonight.
Go Mustangs.
Safe travels and go Mustangs. So,
Go Mustangs.
you're listening to Coach's Comments brought to you by Texas Computer Solutions, and we'll see y'all next week.